All right, guys. The media here is going to lie to you. The government's always going to lie to you. They're always going to lie to you. Mainstream media, the government. So this story here regarding the officers shot in Harlem after responding to the domestic violence call, allegedly. We're going to break it down.
Just 3 blocks away, Officer Mora tonight fighting for his life. Hours later, a silent procession for Officer Rivera.
This was just not an attack on 3 brave officers. This was an attack on the city of New York.
Okay, guys. American law enforcement, every day all across this country, attack the citizens. It's an attack against justice. An injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. So we need to look at the big picture. The government promoting and creating violent, irrational, antisocial conduct. They're always perfect, and it's always more important when they're killed. Not the endless killings beyond any deaths in law enforcement or government operation personnel.
The NYPD releasing this picture of the Glock they say McNeil used to ambush the officers. Blood on.
Now, they say that this Glock was used to ambush the officers and it was stolen. They're not credible. The media will say whatever the government tells them to say. To be honest with you, this guy has probably ran the gauntlet of life-controlling issues and the more than tragically neglected processes of the criminal justice system. They went there and were going to ambush this person who probably defended himself because they're lawless felons walking time bombs with guns and badges out flouting the laws of the land. And he had probably had enough by the age of 47. So this was a little bit of payback. Let's go on.
Floor and a magazine capable of holding up to 40 rounds. Authorities say the gun was reported stolen in 2017 and are trying to figure out how it wound up in McNeil's hands. Mayor Eric Adams himself, a former police officer today, holding a roundtable on gun violence.
Just as there's just a small...
Okay, guys, here's a roundtable on gun violence. It's like gun control. It's only about people control, and guns don't commit violence. So nothing they say is credible. Everything they say has a reason and a purpose, and it's to deceive you, and it's to make things more crazy, to divide us, to make things more dangerous so they can take over completely and decimate all of our rights.
Number of shooters, there's a small number of gun dealers that are supplying the large number of guns in our city.
Already this year,
I would like to just add that what about all the gun suppliers to cops that are out murdering citizens every day in America? Committing federal offenses, USC 242, 18, 241, and 242, with sentences of death and a mandatory minimum sentence depriving someone of their constitutional rights while armed. I would like to add that.
Suicides, more than 1,000 people in the U.S. have died from gun violence, up 7% from last year.
And it's not gun violence again. It's not gun violence.
Includes 17 officers killed. The Police Benevolent Association pleading.
Whoa, 17 officers killed. It's probably getting pretty hectic, and a lot of you guys are waking up now to the entire scamdemic, and a lot of people are going to be a little bit pissed off and probably do more than us telling you from the beginning exactly what was going to happen and what they were doing, trying to spread the truth to you. I don't think that you're going to be acting so peacefully and just telling the truth when you realize what's been done to you and your families and to the global population as well.
With the public.
The public has to send a message to anyone that dares to harm a New York City police officer. Not here, not now, not today, not to us.
Officers.
Okay, so why don't we just turn the tables and say anyone that harms an American citizen under the color of law, outside of law, while perpetrating felonies, being violent and rampageous, has to be held accountable. It's so hypocritical. So scandalous. This is beyond comprehensions for many of you, but it is the America that we live in.
Vera and Maura are the third and fourth members of the NYPD to be shot in the line of duty just this week.
Oh, it's such a big deal. Third and fourth. Anyway, I'm probably done here. Hope you enjoyed my analogy and my take on this fraudulent program here.
A devastating week for the NYPD. Phil Lipoff joining us now.
What about a devastating existence for much of the American population? What about those suffering the cruelest of crimes in America, the crimes of power over impotence and not ensuring equal protection of the laws, crimes against those who have no rights, and the crimes of maintaining power and order without the use of rules, procedures, and law? These people are not law enforcement. They are lawless enforcement. They are criminals in the highest degree, and it's from the top down. So we need to start opening our eyes and pay attention that they do not care about your safety regarding this coronavirus. They do not care about your safety when it comes to policing America. They promote and create violent, irrational, antisocial conduct. When somebody is fleeing and eluding the law, allegedly, the media will tell you they are actually fleeing, eluding the lawless and the more than tragically neglected processes of the criminal justice system. These people are straight terrorists. We need to recognize this. Wake up. Thanks.